Hi, welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com, and today's Tuesday, May 6th, and the market closed really well, and the bull is alive and well. All the big boys that were in their meetings yesterday came out of their meetings, and they took a little while before they got started buying, but once they got started, it was pretty relentless. Anyway, market closed really well. But what I think is mostly interesting is how the market is so technically intelligent. I want you to hang around for our final segment when I go over the major indexes, because this is going to be an easy lesson on how technical analysis works in action, because it's like technical analysis 101, and it's a good opportunity to see it in action. So hang around for our final segment when we go over our major indexes. Anyway, what have I got? I've got another new idea. It's a little sleeper. Then we'll take a look at the stock we bought today, Denny's. Now remember, don't forget to eat at Denny's. And I sold the stock. I sold part of a stock today, the Sleeping Giant, and we'll take a look at that in our winners and losers segment. And then we'll finish up with a short market review. So without further ado, to our new sleeper for tomorrow is CPSL, China Precision Steel Incorporated. Now in just a moment, we're going to take a look at the chart, and I'll show you exactly how we're going to take this idea and turn it into some money. Now don't go away, I'll be right back. Okay, you'll be looking at a daily bar chart of CPSL. And this is a call on the long side. We'll be looking to buy the stock tomorrow somewhere between $3.70 and $3.75. That's where it closed, $3.75. Our target is $5.50, right up here where this red line is. And so what do I see? Well, first I'm going to turn this into a weekly chart, because I want to give you a little history. Each bar represents a week. I want to show you how big the support area is over here. This is like a major support area right in here. And you can see it touched it, bounced, came back down, and it looks to me like it's getting ready to turn the corner. Now we're going back to a daily, and I'll point out this is that major support area off that low going back a couple of years. But most recently, the way I'm seeing this is, I see this pattern right in here is the initial pattern that produced the initial breakout. And then it came back down and tried to go again, but it had to come back down one more time to retest the support. And this is where I see support, right here, at the top of this day, right in the middle of that formation. If you follow the line straight across, you can see how it's held. And today it finally popped its head up. So I think it's a sleeper, but I think it's getting ready to turn the corner, and I think it's probably ready to move. So let me recap that. That CPSL is a call on the long side, and I think we can make almost $2 on that trade. Let's take a look at the stock we bought today, Denny's. I bought this morning at $3.21. Everything we talked about yesterday is still intact. The ascending triangle is still intact. It held its support area right in here as it came back down. So I think it's just a matter of time before she pops her head up above this all high. And once she gets above this, up into here, then this will become support. Okay, we'll put that in our portfolio, and hopefully within a couple of weeks we'll be selling that out at $5 a share. Let's take a look at our winners and losers segment, because I did sell half the position in the Sleeping Giant, only because it moved so quickly. But what's interesting about this stock is, I have to point this out to you, is the volume in this stock. Can you see this bar, this volume bar right here? The volume today was 74 million shares changed hands in this stock today. Whoa, it's huge. It can't go unnoticed. Anyway, we still have our target up here at 810 intact, and I think there's a good chance in over a period of time it'll be able to get through that. And once it does, then that will become our support. This may back and fill for a few days. It may not go straight up, but I didn't know it was going to move this quickly. When you see the pattern, all you can do in technical analysis is get long it, and sometimes it takes days or a week that you have to wait before it starts to move, and sometimes it happens in hours. You just don't know. But if you're not in it, then you're not going to have the opportunity of watching it run up. All right, so that's advanced micro devices. Now let's take a look at the major indexes, because I think this is a great opportunity to see how technical analysis works in real life, because it's working like magic. Not magic, it's perfect. And it's a good opportunity to see it working, because sometimes the chart's a little harder to read than they are right now. So let's start with the easy way of learning. First, we're looking at the Dow. And remember the old theory, the old high, once it gets through it, becomes support, as it happened here. Rallied through it, came back down to it, backed and filled, backed and filled, backed and filled, pop, another new high. So we put the same theory into play, that the old high becomes support, which means this area right here, as you can see. Now we're going to turn, and now from here, if the market were to pop its head up above this old high, once it gets above that, and when it comes back down, then this level will then become the new support area. But first it has to get breached. And that's technical analysis 101. That's how simple it is when the charts are behaving exactly the way they should, and these are. Let's take a look at an hourly, because I just think it's amazing how now this is the area that held. This is that 12,900 area we talked about. It got right down to it and took off. Now I was expecting it to come down into this level, to be honest with you. That's why this rally kind of surprised me, and I was a little bit asleep at the wheel. The bull kind of ran over me, but he's on steroids, so look out. I think we can move our support areas up about $35 or $40. This is 12,935. So if this should pull back from here, I think this will contain it. This area here, that's 12,935. So let's take a look at the Dow transports, and another good lesson in technical analysis. This is an hourly. We'll look at the daily, because there's something I want to show you. What today is what the technicians call an outside reversal day. That's a lower low than the day before and a higher high than the day before, and with the close almost on the high, you can't ask for a better picture than that. So that's what you call an outside reversal day. Now let's see if our theory played out. The old high is support, which should have been right in there. Turn this into an hourly chart, zoom in basically, and I think we always move this line down to this 5240 area. Stay with me. There we go. And you can see it touched it here, rallied, came back down, retested it, which happens a lot in stocks. Sometimes they come back down and retest it, and then she took off. So that's picture perfect also. That's the transports. Now, this is a daily again. Once they get above this level up into here, then this will become our support area. Now let's take a look at the QQQQs. And remember, the same story is being told in every single one of these charts. Higher highs, higher highs. Okay, this is the daily of the QQQQs. That should be our support area because it's the old high. And we'll turn it into an hourly. And you can see that it never had to get down that far before it found its support. So I think we're going to, and that's that 4,800 area. I think we're going to move our support areas up into this pattern right in here. This is now 4835 area. So if this market should roll over, I think it'll be contained right in here somewhere, or even higher than that. Remember, all these rallies, how short-lived and shallow they've been, and they're going to continue to be that way until they're not anymore. But we're playing the trend, and the trend is up, and the trend is your friend, and so that's what we're going to do until we see something different. Okay, so that's my view of the market. Until tomorrow, this is TK.